Hi kids, welcome to our channel. I'm so excited you're here because today, we're going on an amazing adventure through the solar system. Have you ever wondered what's out there in space? Well, we're going to explore it all. We'll start with the big, bright sun, the boss of our solar system, and then visit all the planets one by one. Today, we're embarking on an incredible journey through our amazing solar system. First, we'll meet the brilliant sun, our shining star that gives us light and warmth every day. Next, we'll visit all 8 awesome planets: Mercury, the speedy little planet closest to the sun; Venus, the hottest planet with clouds made of yummy stuff. Well, not really, but it's fun to imagine; Earth, our beautiful home with blue oceans and green forests; Mars, the red planet where brave robots explore; Jupiter, the giant planet with swirling storms and big moons; Saturn, famous for its stunning rings made of ice and rock; Uranus, the sideways planet that spins in a unique way; Neptune, the windy, deep blue planet far out in space. The sun, our big shiny star. The sun is a huge ball of fire that lights up our sky and keeps us warm. It's super big, so big, we could fit over 1.3 million Earths inside it. The sun is 4.6 billion years old. That's older than dinosaurs. Its temperature is crazy hot, 27 million degrees F at the center. The sun is like the boss of the solar system because all the planets go around it. It's mostly made of hydrogen and helium. Those are its fuels. Guess what? Sunlight takes just 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach us here on Earth. Did you know? The sun's gravity is so strong it keeps all the planets, moons, and even space rocks in their places. Mercury, the speedy planet. Mercury is the tiniest planet and the closest to the sun. It zooms around the sun super fast. It takes just 88 days for one trip. Its surface is covered with craters, like our moon. It's super hot during the day, 800 degrees Fahrenheit, but freezing cold at night, minus 330 degrees Fahrenheit. Mercury has no moons. It's too close to the sun to keep any. Did you know? Mercury has wrinkles. As it cools, its surface shrinks and crumples. Venus, the hot and glowy planet. Venus is almost the same size as Earth, but it's way hotter, even hotter than Mercury. 900 degrees Fahrenheit, its thick, shiny clouds make it the brightest planet in our sky. It spins in the opposite direction of most planets. Backward, Venus has no moons, but its thick clouds make it mysterious and exciting. Did you know? A day on Venus is longer than a year. One Venus day equals 243 Earth days. Earth, our home sweet home, that's where we live. Earth is the only planet we know with life on it: trees, animals, oceans, and us. The Earth is really big. It's about 7,917 miles wide, which is like having a super long hug around our planet. The Earth is very far from the sun. It's about 93 million miles away. That's like a really, really long trip. Earth has one moon, and it helps make the ocean waves. It's a cozy planet with an average temperature of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Earth spins in 24 hours, giving us day and night. It takes one whole year, or 365 days, for the Earth to go all the way around the sun. Fun fact, the air around the Earth keeps us safe from space rocks and helps us breathe. Did you know? Earth isn't a perfect ball. It's slightly squished at the top and bottom. Mars, the red planet. Mars is red because of iron in its soil. It's rusty. Mars is half the size of Earth. It's really far from the sun, about 142 million miles away. Mars is super cold, about minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It has 2 tiny moons, named Phobos and Deimos. Mars has the tallest volcano in the solar system, Olympus Mons, and a giant canyon called Valles Marineris. A year on Mars takes 687 days on Earth to go all the way around the Sun. Did you know? Scientists think Mars might have had rivers and lakes long, long ago. Jupiter, the giant planet. Wow, Jupiter is super huge. You could fit 1,300 Earths inside it. That's like a big, cozy hug for all our planet friends. It's 11 times wider than Earth. It's really, really far from the Sun, about 484 million miles away, and it's super cold there, around -234 degrees Fahrenheit. Jupiter has 79 moons zooming around it, and one of them, Ganymede, is the biggest moon in the whole solar system. Guess what? Jupiter is mostly made of gas, so it doesn't have a solid ground to walk on. A year on Jupiter takes a long time, 12 Earth years to go all the way around the Sun. Did you know? Jupiter has a giant red storm, called the Great Red Spot, that's been spinning for more than 300 years. How cool is that? Jupiter's moon Europa might have an ocean under its icy surface, maybe even life. Let's learn about Saturn, the planet with the most amazing rings. They're made of ice and rocks, and they sparkle like a treasure. Guess what? Saturn is so light, it could float on water, if you had a bathtub big enough. How fun would that be? Saturn is 9.5 times wider than Earth. That's super big. It's super far from the Sun, about 886 million miles away, and it's really, really cold there, around -285 degrees Fahrenheit. Chilly, Saturn has 83 moons zooming around it, and one special moon called Titan has rivers and lakes made of methane. Wow, a year on Saturn takes 29 Earth years to go all the way around the Sun. That's a long time. Did you know? Oh, and here's a fun fact. If you stacked Saturn's rings, they'd only be about 30 feet thick, just as thin as a classroom chalkboard. Isn't that amazing? Uranus, the tilted planet. Let's explore Uranus, the planet that spins on its side, just like a rolling ball. Bowling, how fun is that? Uranus is a pretty blue-green color because of some special gas called methane in its air. It has soft rings and 27 moons with awesome names like Miranda and Titania. It's 4 times wider than Earth. That's really big. It's super far from the Sun, about 1.8 billion miles away. Whoa, and it's freezing cold there, around -353 degrees Fahrenheit. A year on Uranus takes 84 Earth years to go all the way around the Sun. That's a really long time. Did you know? Uranus smells like rotten eggs because of hydrogen sulfide gas. Phew! Neptune, the windy planet. Let's dive into the world of Neptune, the deep blue planet that's super far from the Sun, about 2.8 billion miles away. That's like a really long road trip. Neptune is 4 times wider than Earth. Wow, that's huge. It has the fastest winds in the whole solar system, blowing faster than jets. Whoosh! And it's super cold there, around -373 degrees Fahrenheit. Chilly, Neptune has 14 moons zooming around it, and one special moon called Triton might even have icy volcanoes. How cool is that? Did you know? Neptune was discovered using math before anyone could see it through a telescope. Isn't that amazing? Now, meet the dwarf planets, the little ones in space. Glowing star, Pluto, the tiny ice world. Pluto is small, icy, and has a heart-shaped glacier. It has 5 moons, including Charon, which is almost as big as Pluto. Did you know? Pluto's surface has blue skies and snow made of frozen gases like methane. Ceres, the asteroid belt champ. Ceres lives in the asteroid belt and is the smallest dwarf planet. It has bright spots of salty ice that shine like glitter. Did you know? Ceres may have an ocean beneath its surface. Haumea, the egg-shaped one. Haumea spins so fast it's shaped like an egg. It has 2 moons and a shiny icy ring. Makemake, the quiet one. Makemake is super far and cold, with an icy surface that sparkles. It's named after a Polynesian creation god. Eris, the icy rebel. Eris is even farther than Pluto and super frosty. It takes 558 Earth years to go around the sun once. Get ready for the next adventure. How do planets go around the sun? Planets move around the sun in a fantastic cosmic ballet, and here's how it all works. The sun acts like a giant magnet. Its powerful gravity pulls the planets toward it, keeping them in their paths. Orbits are like racetracks. Each planet travels along a specific path called an orbit. Imagine a racetrack. Some planets, like Mercury, zip around quickly, while others, like Neptune, take their time. The closer a planet is to the sun, the faster it moves. It's like running in a circle. The tighter the circle, the quicker you have to go. The planets are in a constant tug-of-war between the sun's gravity pulling them in and their own motion trying to fly away. This balance keeps them on their orbits. The planets have been dancing around the sun for billions of years, and they'll keep going for billions more. It's a beautiful, never-ending cosmic adventure. So, as we journey through space, remember that the planets are gracefully moving around the sun, creating a spectacular show in our galaxy. Have you ever wondered why the planets don't just fall into the sun? Let's find out together. The sun is like a giant, warm hug that pulls everything close with its super strong gravity. It keeps the planets around it, just like a big teddy bear holding on to its friends. The planets are always spinning and moving, just like a top. As they zoom around, they're going fast enough to stay in their orbits, not getting pulled in by the sun. It's like a seesaw. The gravity of the sun pulls the planets in, while the planets keep moving away. This balance keeps everything in place, no falling in. A fun racetrack. Imagine the planets are on a racetrack. They're zooming around the sun, and if they go too slow, they might get pulled in, but they're just fast enough to keep having fun, a never-ending adventure. So, the planets dance around the sun, having an amazing adventure while never falling in. Isn't that cool? Now you know the secret of why the planets don't fall into the sun. Let's keep exploring the wonders of space together.